All right. So let's see. Number one, which framework of anxiety was most helpful to your public speaking situation? So, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I like the cognitive. I thought that was really interesting. How it talked about a lot of it's just how you frame it in your mind. Thought it was interesting. You could reframe that in your mind. Maybe talk down the consequences of messing up in that. Like how he talked about not performing. It's not a performance. It's just something you have to do. You can do it. Talking in front of 2 people, 100 people. So I thought that was probably the most helpful to me.
Yeah, actually, mine is the same. Before I do a lot of things, especially speaking in front of people, I think about everything that I can do wrong, but then I also think what I can do good. But mainly, I always think about what I can do wrong, and I really like how you just rethink everything, and then hopefully everything will go good.
See, I feel like mine's kind of like mixed between like biological and learning because like biological, because I feel like that because like every time right before like a speech or whatever, like I almost throw up because like my heart literally goes 90 to nothing and I can't do it. And then whenever, that's why I'm like always laughing and stuff like that because it makes me so nervous and jittery. And then, but then learning, like I feel like I'm like that because of like the learning framework because I've had a bad experience one time, so therefore it's gonna forever be. I feel like it's forever every time before I get in front of people. It makes me that nervous because of that, you know. So that's why I'm stuck between like both of them.
Okay. Let's see. Which framework was least helpful? Why? I went with biological. I don't have any problems with getting sweats or my heart starting like racing, getting real nervous. I guess I've always known like the technique, like you can breathe slower to slow your heart rate down. It works. I guess put you to sleep as well if your heart's racing. Same works if you're getting nervous in a situation. I've always used that, but like I said I don't really have that kind of problem, so I think that was least helpful to me.
Yeah, I think mine is the behavioral one. It talks about, one of the things that you can use to solve it is practice and rehearse it. But for me, no matter how many times I practice or rehearse it, there's still a good chance that I'm still going to mess it up as soon as I get up there to do it.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I am with that because I could literally practice all day and I will still mess up. Like, one time I've had to do a poem in front of people and I've practiced it. And when I get in front of people, I'll either speed it up or I'll mess up because I freak out. I freak myself out.
Let's see. Are there other activities you find this information applicable to? If so, what and how do you plan to apply it? I guess I got a part-time job that I work at Mazio's, and I'm a server up there. I think sometimes, like, I'll think too deep into that if I'm carrying a lot of drinks or something like that, or I don't know. I guess maybe I should just kind of quit thinking of like the negative outcomes and just worry about the task at hand. I'm a thinker anyway, so I guess I would always think that. But I guess that'd be a good situation where I can kind of just rethink the situation and not think like that.
Yeah, that's fine because like even talking to you guys, like I can't look at like I feel like I can't look at you in the eyes when I talk.
Mm-hmm.
So like with recruitment and stuff, I've said in the past videos that like I've had to like sit there and have a conversation with people. So like right before I get to them, like I freak myself out because I'm like, what if I can't do it? What if I start stuttering? What if I can't pronounce something right? Because that's always happens. So like I feel like that's where I could use that there very well.
Yeah, for me, I see it a lot in sports, not just one in general, but all the sports like biological. I know myself, I get really nervous before games. I'll start sweating, I get really nervous, feel sick to my stomach, and I know a lot of other people that get the same way, whether it's a big game or not. So
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What strategies do you plan to implement to help you improve as a speaker? Like I hit on, just kind of blocking out the negative, I guess.
Yeah.
Reframing the situation of
just
more thinking, I'm going to make it to the table with these drinks, or I'm going to give this speech with no problems.
But sometimes though, I feel like I can do that, and I will say, I'm just going to do this or that. When I get in front of them, I'm like, Because, like, I've had to do, like I said earlier, I had to do a poem at recruitment, and I've done this poem every single year. And I can do it in front of all my sisters and say it just fine, perfectly fine. Get in front of them, I'll switch 2 words up, but the poem don't even make sense anymore. It's like, I don't know what it is, but,
What are you gonna do? You gonna just try to
like,
work to slow yourself down? I
mhm.
guess like what you did.
Well, see, and like what I could do then is like say it in front of people I don't know instead of just people, you know, in front of them every single time. Say it at work, in front of teachers, like I'm not really close with or something.
Yeah, just kind of bust it out on one day.
Yeah, just start saying it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, kind of like him. I just, start thinking about more of the positives, not the negatives, and then, I mean, I guess really I could continue to practice and rehearse everything, but mainly just think more positive outcomes, not negative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep thinking like, if I mess up, this is what I have to think. If I mess up, who cares? Let's do it.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect. Everyone
Yeah.
messes up.
Happens a lot. So.
Yeah,
Alright, let's see part 2.
we need to write this down.
Let's see. We're at 6:05.
Okay, let's write it. We have to write down our answers.
Y'all know what the questions are?
I can hold them up right here. Okay, write down your answers. Let's do y'all want to let's write them down and then,
Like, show them.
yeah, show them. Let's write it down big kind of, that'd be cute. It's like when we do it short. You want to do that?
And just show each other.
Yeah.
Turn around at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, when I present in front of people, I'm afraid that the second one is, if this event happened, the worst thing that could happen to me would be. Okay, there's a blank % likelihood that this will happen.
Is that it?
Alright, so who?
Okay, I'll do mine first.
Okay.
Okay. When I present in front of people, I'm afraid that I will stutter or mispronounce words because I do that all the time, and I've always had problems, I guess, speaking and saying stuff the right way, and that's always my worst fear is that I will do that in front of people, and yeah, that's kind of answering my mistakes. I should apologize.
I put that I will embarrass myself or not even be able to speak at all because when I get in front of people, I get really, really nervous and I get scared that the words won't come out, even though I have my mouth open. So I get really nervous that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I put I will misspeak or not pronounce words correctly. Same here. I've just kind of, it's always been my problem. I'll get caught up on words with long syllables. I'll just kind of say it weird or awkward. And I guess I just always fear that I'll do that in front of a big group of people or something silly.
Yeah. And say mine, whenever I feel the worst thing that could happen to me is people either they laugh or they look where this has happened before. I've said something before and I knew I said it the wrong way and it was completely different from what it was supposed to mean. People's eyes, they can get bigger. What did you say or something like that? That's and then if I'm in a speech or something and somebody will know what I'm saying, and their eyes would get big, like they knew I just messed up, but they didn't mean it. So like then I would like literally not talk, like I'll forget everything I'm supposed to be saying. Like if I'm sitting here talking, then I said something right now like I was supposed to say, like if your eyes got big, I wouldn't know what to say after that. I would just stop and like not be able to say anything.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely I wouldn't want to speak in front of people again if I messed up, especially because, like you said, like they can laugh or
Mhm.
like they notice it, but they won't say anything. Or even if they don't laugh, they kind of have like a smirk on their face, like,
Mhm.
oh, you just messed up.
Yeah,
And then it'll make me not want to speak
yeah,
in front of a group again.
I put the same thing. Laughed at. Leave a bad first impression.
mhm,
So, like you said, if you're just in a group of people, it's just kind of embarrassing.
yeah,
I've always just, if I do it, I try to just laugh at myself first, so no one else has that opportunity to do it.
yeah.
Make a joke.
Yeah, and so I think because of like I've always had like problems like talking and stuff and everything like that. I feel like my percentage of doing this would be like very high, like 98, 99, 100, someone right there. Because like if I'm in front of people, every single time I mess up, no matter what it is, like I could either it's something like nobody will even know, but I'll stutter or I'll say the wrong thing, like I won't say it right or stuff like that. If I'm in front of people like that, I will for sure do it.
Yeah, for me, I think it's only like 75% that it can happen. I try to give myself a little bit more confidence, but I'm kind of like you. Like, no matter what, like, I'm always going to mess something up, whether I stutter or mispronounce something
Mhm.
or just don't even say what I'm supposed to say. Like, I forget.
Yeah.
So,
Well, y'all went way higher than I did. I went 15%. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't really. I guess when I'm around a lot of people and stuff, I'm not the one that will be trying to talk in the group. So I guess when I do talk, I guess I don't want to say it's well thought out, but that's pretty much what it is before I'll talk.
See, that's my problem. I talk all the time, so I don't think about what I say before I say it. Like, I'll say it, and if it sounds right in my head, it might not sound right. You know, like, it might not be the right words I should be used or something like that.
So yeah, I guess it'd be like you have a higher quantity
Mhm.
of words, so you have a higher chance.
And see, and
of,
the reason I have that high percentage is because I just expect I do expect myself to do it. Like, you know, not that, like, I don't talk to people because I'm scared of it. It's just I expect myself to do it, and, like, all my friends know, everybody around me knows, like, she's going to do it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Hey,
What's the last thing?
that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's not stopping.